everyone. We are from Group 5. We are going to do a virtual tour of Surakarta. First of all, let us introduce ourselves.
My name is Mazayahalwa as your guide for transfer in.
My name is Raffi Prananda Hakim as your guide for Surakarta city sightseeing.
My name is Shifa Alissya Siregar as a tour guide on the object.
My name is Salsa Kania Purnamasari as your tour guide for transfer out.
And my name is Ihsan Jundulloh as a tourist.
Okay.
But first of all, I'm sorry because I can use the virtual background.
Okay, let's get started.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Surakarta. On behalf of Wanderlust Tour and Travel, I want to say thank you for choosing and trust our services. First of all, let me introduce myself and our crew. My name is Mazayahalwa, or you can call me Aya as your guide, Mr. Agus as your driver, and Mr. Haikal as your co-driver. Our itinerary today is after you arrive at Adi Sumarno Airport, we will go straightly to the Grand Orchid Surakarta Hotel and check in so you can take a rest after your flight and unpack your things. I hope you will enjoy this tour, and if you have any question or request, let me know so I can answer your question or help. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Well, let's go, Mr. Agus. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we are at Surakarta, the city of the batik. Surakarta is an autonomous region with the status of a city under a province of Central Java, Indonesia, with a population of 522,364 people in 2020 and a density of 11.860 1.00 out of square kilometer. The city, with an area of 44 kilometer square, is bordered by a Karanganyar Regency and Boyolali Regency in the north, and Karanganyar Regency and Sukoharjo Regency in the east and west, and Sukoharjo Regency in the south. The city is also the third largest in the southern part of Java Island after Bandung and Malang by population. The east side of the city is crossed by a river that is immortalized in one of the Keroncong songs, Bengawan Surakarta. Together with Yogyakarta, Surakarta is the heir to the Mataram Sultanate, which was split through the Gianti Agreement in 1755.
Excuse me, I want to ask you about the transportations. Is there any unique transportation here?
That was a good question. In addition to motorbikes and ordinary cars in general, Surakarta has a variety of unique transportation that you should take. The first one is Sepur Klutuk. Sepur Klutuk is a series of trains consisting of a steam locomotive C12 and 18 pulling two original thick carriages made in 1920. The second is Werkudara, double-decker bus. As the name implies, Werkudara double-decker is a bus that consists of two parts. In red, with illustration of Werkudara puppet characters. The tourists can also enjoy the city of Surakarta by sitting on the top of level of the bus, while one trip costs 800,000 or around 20,000 per person. The third transportation is Surakarta Trans-Batik Bus or PST. Surakarta Batik Bus or PST is present in the city of Surakarta with the aim of reducing traffic congestion in the city of Surakarta. Apart from being a solution of congestion, the price to be paid is also affordable because not only the general public but also the student market. And the last one is Batara Krishna Railway Bus. Tourists and the general public can use it for Surakarta Wonogiri transportation around the city of Surakarta to Wonogiri Regency. The ticket price is relatively cheap because by spending around 4,000, you can ride this rail bus.
Okay. But Miss, how about the hotel? I want to know the information about the hotel.
All right, I will explain about the Grand Orchid Surakarta Hotel. This hotel is located in Gajah Mada Street, number 29 Timuran, Banjarsari, Surakarta City, Central Java 57131. The facilities at this hotel are quite complete, such as air conditioner, Wi-Fi, lift, laundry, TV, spa, meeting rooms, projector, and many more. The environment of this hotel is also diverse. There are Bakso Tengkleng Mas Bambang for 66 meters from the hotel, Al Islam Foundation Surakarta 384 meters, Mangkunegaraan Police Square for 463 meters, Surakarta Paragon Lifestyle Mall 954 meters, Surakarta Balapan Station for 123 kilometers, and others. The time in Surakarta is still included in WIB, the same as in Jakarta. So there is no difference. The Indonesian rupiah is currency of Indonesia. Indonesia banknotes comes in denominates of 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, and 100,000. And the coins include 100, 500, and 1,000, and 100. For tipping in Indonesia, is not mandatory. However, if you want to tip, perhaps provide 5 until 10% of the total bill. Some restaurant will include 5 until 10% service charge to their bill. But if they don't have any service charge, you can tip between 10,000 until 10% of the total bill. Also, in shopping center or official building, there's no need to tip the parking attendants. But maybe outside that, you can give 2,000 until 5,000 for parking. For payment methods, you can use credit or debit or even e-wallet, such as GoPay, ShopeePay, or Dana in supermarkets or malls. But Surakarta also has many traditional markets, such as Gede Surakarta Market, Gede Harjono Goro Traditional Market, Clover Market, which is you can bargain on it and use cash. Similar things in Jakarta.
So Miss, so we can use our e-wallet here. That's interesting.
Yeah, of course, just like what I said before, you can use your e-wallet such as GoPay, ShopeePay, and many more. Here are several things you need to pay attention to, such as caution in public, such as not parking your vehicle carelessly. Pay attention to the sign if there is the P in the middle of the red, like this. It means that you are prohibited for parking. Then pay attention and be careful when crossing. The green color indicates that the vehicle is allowed to pass and you are prohibited from crossing. The yellow color is to be careful, and while the red vehicle is prohibited from driving and you can cross, please be careful to step if there is a sign with slippery floor. Postal services in Surakarta, namely Pos Indonesia, are located in several locations, one of which is 1 Jenderal Sudirman Street, Kliwon, Surakarta City, Adi Sucipto Street, number 49C Jajar Laweyan, and Hos Cokro Aminoto Street, number 61, Puncak Sawit Jebres, is open from Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Then I will recommend some places in Surakarta. The first is South Alun-Alun Kidul, Surakarta. Alun-Alun Kidul, Surakarta is located in Kliwon Market, Gading Gajahan Street, Pasar Kliwon, Surakarta City, Central Java. The park is very popular with various food stalls, carnival rides, and site of the sacred herd of buffalo. For a restaurant, I would recommend the Sambal Tumpok Pecel Bugis. Here is the picture. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Yes. Here's the picture of the Sambal Bugis. The Sambal Bugis is one of favorite restaurant that I would recommend it to you. If you enjoy the morning in Surakarta, there is one place to eat. Sambal Tumpang Bugis, which is located behind the Surakarta District Court and near the PKU Muhammadiyah Hospital. The special style has a savory, sweet, and slightly spicy taste that is added with warm rice. For shopping centers, I recommend you Surakarta Paragon Mall. Surakarta Paragon Mall. We are allowed to enter the mall area from 10 a.m. to 20:22, and we can find household necessities on the LG floor. Skincare and fashion can be purchased on the GF floor. Visitors can also eat delicious food at this mall. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes, we will arrive at Grand Orchid Surakarta. So our itinerary is going to be our itinerary for tomorrow. We will go to see the National Press Monument. Augusto Mangkunegaraan. Mangkunegaraan Temple. And the last is Fort Wanderlust. We will gather in the lobby at 8 p.m. and please apologize me if there is a miscommunication. I hope what I have informed you can be useful and add knowledge to all of you. Don't forget to check your personal belongings before leaving the bus and step carefully. Thank you for choosing our services. Good afternoon and see you tomorrow.
See you. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? I hope everyone in good condition. Welcome to Surakarta City Tour. On behalf of Wanderlust Tour and Travel, I thank you for choosing our services. Let me introduce myself and my crew. My name is Raffi, Prananda, Hakim, as your guide today. In front of you, there's our professional drivers. Say hello to Mr. Agus and Mr. Haikal as our co-driver. Our itinerary today, we will going to see National Press Monument, Augusto Mangkunegara Mosque, Mangkunegara Temple, and Fort Fastenberg. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, let's go, Mr. Agus. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on your left side, you will see Monument Pers Nasional. The National Pers Monument is a special museum for the Indonesian national pers located in Surakarta, Central Java. The collection includes communication technology and reporting technology such as aviation, typewriters, transmitter, telephones, and kantongan large. The museum was founded in 1978 after more than 20 years proposed and operated by the Indonesian Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. The monument complex consists of the old Society building, which was built in 1918 and was used for the first meeting of the Indonesian Journalists Association, as well as several buildings that were added in the 1970s. This monument is registered as an Indonesian cultural heritage. This museum is located in Gajah Mada Street, number 59, Timuran, Banjarsari, Surakarta City, Central Java. The building where the National Press Monument is located was built around 1918 by order of Mangkunegara No. 7, Prince of Surakarta, as a gathering hall and meeting room. This building was formerly called Society Sasana Suka and was designed by Mas Abu Hasan Atmodirono. This museum has more than 1 million newspaper and magazines since the period before and after the Indonesian national revolution from various regions in the archipelago. Interesting, right? So is there any question?
Yeah, I want to ask you about the collection. Are there any other collections apart from newspaper and magazines in this museum?
Oh yeah, of course, there are the other collections. The collection also includes communication technology and reporting technology such as aviation, typewriters, transmitter, telephones, and kantongan large.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, of course. So for tourists who want to visit this monument, you can use public transportation. This monument is open every Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. to 15 p.m. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you see on your left side, there is Augusto Mangkunegara Mosque. Augusto Mangkunegara Mosque is a mosque located in Surakarta city. Augusto Mosque was built by Mangkunegara in 1725 to 1795. Mangkunegara Mosque was built in modern way during the reign of Mangkunegara No. 7 in 1916 until 1944, involving a Dutch architect named Herman Thomas. The mosque building combines Japanese and European architecture. Giving the name Augusto to the Mangkunegara Mosque was carried out in 1949 by Boko Mangkulu Puro Mangkunegara, Raden Tumegang, Imam Rosidi. This mosque is located in Kartini Street, number 3, Petalan Banjarsari, Surakarta City, Central Java. Augusto Mosque is placed to support spiritual activities held by the Mangkunegara Palace. At the time of the Heirloom Carnival at the celebration of the Japanese New Year of the first night of the Surah, the chanting of the Holy Verse of the Quran was carried out the Augusto Mosque. For tourists who want to visit the mosque can use public transportation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please look at your right side. There is Mangkunegara Temple. Mangkunegara Temple is the palace officials of the Duchy of Praja Mangkunegara and the residence of the rulers. This building is located in Surakarta. This palace was built in 1757 by Mangkunegara by following the palace model. Architectural, the building complex has parts that resemble a palace. The whole complex is surrounded by walls, only the part abandoned is given an iron fence. This temple was built after the Salatiga Agreement, which started the establishment of Praja Mangkunegara, was signed by the group of Raden Mas Said, Prince Mangkubumi, or Sultan Hamengkubuwono No. 1, Susan Pakubuwono No. 3, and the VOC in 1757. Like the main buildings in the Surakarta and Yogyakarta Palace, the Mangkunegara Palace underwent several changes. This change can be seen in the characteristics of European decoration that were popular at the time. For tourists who want to visit the temple, you can use public transportation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please look at your left side. There is the Fort Vastenburg, one of the forts built by the VOC as the ruler of the Dutch East Indies at the time was Fort Vastenburg. This fort was built by order of Governor General Baron van Inholm. The fort was built in 2 stages. The first stage was built in 1745 and was named Fort Groenendael. In 1756, the fort was rebuilt and expanded. After completion of constructions, the name of the fort was changed to Fort Vastenburg. In addition to being a place for troops, the location of Fort Vastenburg also served as the office of the resident of Surakarta. Interesting, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, is there anyone you want to ask?
Well, I want to ask about the placement of the troops. What is the purpose of that placement?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. The placement of troops in this fort aims to facilitate troop movement if one day it is needed in the Surakarta residency area. Is it is it clear for you, sir?
Oh, right. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. This fort is located in the village of Kedung Lumbu, sub-district Pasar Kliwon, Surakarta City. After a long period of this since 1980s, this fort is full of troops and uncamped. Since leadership Joko Widodo, change and restoration have begun to appear. In 2014, the restoration of Rustenburg Fort was very visible from the ceiling painted in white. If you want to visit the Fort Rustenburg, you can use public transportation. The fort is open for tourists 24 hours and there is no entrance fee. Well, in a few minutes, we will arrive at Grand Orchid Hotel. Our tour has to be ended. I hope you enjoy this tour. Don't forget to tell your family and friends how beautiful Surakarta is. Don't forget your personal belongings before you leave the bus and step carefully. Thank you. See you on your next trip.
Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Surakarta Hadinewat Palace. Let me introduce myself. My name is Shifa, Alissya, as your guide here. Today, I will invite you to get around this beautiful palace. You could say this is the center of development of art and culture in Surakarta. In fact, in the past, this palace was also the center of government in Surakarta. Here, we will not only see the heritage building of the past glory, but also has a priceless cultural heritage. Among them are traditional ceremonies, sacred dance, music, and heirlooms. The famous traditional ceremonies are Bebek ceremony, Sekatan ceremony, and the once round night ceremony. The Surakarta Hadiningrat Palace was built in 1743 and inaugurated on 7 February 1745 by Pakubuwono II. This palace was a transfer from the previous palace in Kartasura. The palace in Kartasura was destroyed after the rebellion. When looking for a new palace construction site, 3 villages were proposed. The 3 villages are Kadipala Village, Sanasewu Village, and Sala Village. The choice then fell on the Sala village because even though it was filled with swamps, this village was considered the most suitable as a place to build a new palace. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see from here, there is a building called Kori Bronjolo over there. Kori Bronjolo is the main entrance gate. Bronjolo comes from 2 words, namely bronjo, which means sharp weapon, and nolo, which means hurt. People who pass through this kori are expected to have feelings and use their feelings as a basis for behavior. Opposite the palace entrance gate, there is a building called Siti Hinggil. Siti Hinggil is actually a country yard that is raised to resemble a small mountain. Siti Hinggil is formed from 2 words, namely Siti, which means land, and Hinggil, which means height. Siti Hinggil is estimated to have been built in 1766 AD or at the time of Pakubuwono III. Here, there is the Serono Ward, which was built by Pakubuwono X. We are not allowed to visiting this area because the place is highly respected and considered sacred. Now, let's proceed to Kori Kamandungan. Welcome to Kori Kamandungan. Kori Kamandungan is the entrance with the fighting butterfly pipe, which is located in the south of Mandareta. Kamandungan comes from the word mandung, which means to stop. This means everyone will enter the palace must stop for a moment in this place to prepare themselves physically and mentally. On the east, west, and south walls of Kori Kamandungan, a large mirror is installed. Meanwhile, at the top, there is an image of the red and white flag or coconut sugar and various weapons of war. In the center of the picture, there is a picture of cattle leaf, and above it is a picture of a crown. The image is called Sri Makotorojo, or symbol of the Javanese palace in the past.
Sorry to interrupt you, miss. I want to ask you something. What is the purpose of a large mirror is installed?
Okay, this mirror is useful for contemplating or correcting the visitors whether the clothes worn are appropriate enough to enter the palace, reminding in the heart that humans must always reflect on their behavior and maintain a pure heart. After passing Polika Manungan, we will proceed at a place called Trimangati. Welcome to Srimangati. Srimangati comes from two words, namely Sri, which means king, and Mangati, which means waiting. This place is a waiting place for guests before being invited into the palace. In this section, there are two words facing each other. The first word is word Marakuta or Smarakuta. This is facing word serves as a place for the abdi dalam of the region of Lebet who will face the king, as well as a place for giving gift or awards to the abdi dalam Lebet, and then to graduate the abdi dalam Panawi Mantri. The second word is Mesjukundo word. This word is a place for the courtiers officers when facing the king. In addition, this word is also a place to impose punishment and anger on the sons of the king, the royal family, or the courtiers who have wronged the palace and the state. Walking further inside, we will see the entrance of the Kraton Dalam or Kraton Inti. This door is called Kori Srimangatilar. Above this door, there is a picture of Sri Makotorojo and the inscription of Roman numerals MDCCLXXX, or the year 1787 AD. This figure indicates that the door construction was carried out during the reign of Pakubuwono IX. After passing through the Korik Simangati, now let's proceed to the last stop of this tour, that is Kraton Complex. Welcome to Kraton Complex. This complex is lined with black sand taken from Parangkusumo Beach and Mount Raffi. This complex is also planted with 76 Sapodilla peach trees. Then, various European-style statues also decorate this complex. The main palace buildings are Sasana Sewaka, Dalam Agung Prabu Suyasa, Sasana Handrawina, and the Buwana Sangga stage. Sasana Sewaka is a heritage building of the Kartasura Palace, which grew and developed from the values of Javanese architecture, influenced the encounter with European architecture. To the west, there is Dalam Agung Prabu Suyasa. This is the most important place of all buildings in the Surakarta Hadiningrat Palace. In this place, various heirlooms and the king throne, which is symbol of the kingdom, are stored. Dalam Agung Prabu Suyasa is the place where a king takes the oath when he beginning to reign, before the coronation ceremony at Siti Hinggil. Next is Sasana Handrawina. This place is the official banquet for the royal party. Currently, this building is often used as a place to entertain the guests.
Sorry, I want to ask you something. What party is being held in this palace?
Okay, the place is often used to entertain government guests as well as sungkeman or nakatkan ceremonies during Idul Fitri. In addition, this building is also used for official seminars and the villaging ceremony of the founding of the Surakarta Hadiningrat Palace. Next is Buwana Sangga stage. This building is a 5-story tower. It is said that this tower is the place where Susuhan or king meditated to meet Nyai Ratu Kidul, the ruler of the South Coast. Aside from being a place to meditate, this tower is also a fortress to monitor the situation around the palace. This tower is also a place to see the position of the moon as benchmark for determining the beginning of a month. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our tour at Surakarta Hadiningrat place is over. Do you like this place?
Yeah, of course. This place holds a lot of history and philosophy.
You're right. Thank you very much for your participation. I hope you will enjoy this tour. And don't forget to tell your family and friends about how beautiful Surakarta Hadiningrat Palace is. Thank you for visiting Surakarta Hadiningrat Palace. See you on the next occasion.
See you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How was your sleep last night?
Good morning, Miss Kania. I slept comfortably last night because the mattress in my room is very spacious and my room was so cold.
Well, how was your breakfast? Is it delicious?
Oh my God, I can't even explain it. The food was so good. I ate a lot of food such as selak Solo and sate kare. I also ate sarabi Solo, sosis Solo, and many more. I tried one of Surakarta's special drinks, namely the Talasi. It felt fresh and good.
Wow, sounds delicious. Oh yeah, have you put all of your baggage?
Yeah, of course, miss.
And have you checked all of your belongings in your room?
I checked it and I have confirmed that nothing is left at all.
All right, then I will remind you that if you still have any personal expenses, please come to the receptionist and finalize it, okay? Thank you.
Okay, Miss Kania, I will check it and ensure that all my expenses are complete.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, have you all checked your expenses?
Yes, of course.
Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, please go on our bus, the red one, in the parking area of this hotel, and we prepare to leave for Adi Sumarmo International Airport. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Wanderlust Tour and Travel Bus. My name is Salsa Purnamasari, and you can call me Kania. I will assist you with this transfer out. In front of you, there's our professional driver, Mr. Agus, and our very friendly co-driver, Mr. Haikal. Say hi to Mr. Agus and Mr. Haikal.
Hi, Mr. Agus, Mr. Haikal.
Great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we are leaving from Grand Orchid Hotel Surakarta to Adi Sumarmo International Airport for transfer out.
Miss Kania, I'm sorry. May I ask you something?
Yes, of course.
I want to know how much is the distance between our hotel to Adi Sumarmo International Airport and how long it takes to get there?
Well, Mr. Ihsan, the distance between Grand Orchid Hotel Surakarta to Adi Sumarmo International Airport is 15 kilometers with a travel time of 30 minutes by bus. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are at Dr. Wahidin Sudiro Street, Surakarta. On your right side, you can see candle statue or Tugu Lilin. You can see this.
Candle statue? Why is it called candle statue? Does it have a lot of candles or does it have a fire on top of the statue?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the meaning of the name candle statue or Tugu Lilin doesn't mean that it has a lot of candles or has a fire on top of the statue, as Mr. Ihsan said before. So, the statue was built in 1933 by Wuryaningrat, who is the chairman of Budi Utomo, to commemorate the 25th anniversary of Kebangkitan National Day. The original name of the statue is Kebangkitan National Statue. The statue has a height of 8 meters with a red flame-shaped tip. You can see?
Oh yeah.
Sutejo proposed the building concept of the candle statue, and at that time, it was considered to fulfill national ideals and was easy to understand by the general public. because the shape of the statue describes strength, while candles have the meaning of lighting the way. Oh yeah, there is one interesting story about the constructions of the statue. Someone said that candle statue was representative of youth from all over the archipelago bringing slums of soil and water from their respective areas. During the constructions of the candle statue, a hole was made to unite the lumps of soil and water from all over Indonesia. The lumps of soil and water they bring symbolize that Indonesia's vast and rich homeland can be combined in unity. The lumps of soil and water are then plated and put all together with stones and cement to mark the laying of the first stone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, is there any question?
Miss Kania, I want to ask you something, may I?
Of course, Mr. Ihsan.
Okay, thank you. So, as you said before, this monument was built in 1933. My question is, wasn't Indonesia still colonized by the Dutch at that time? And does the Netherlands allow the constructions of this monument?
Well, Mr. Ihsan, before this statue was built, Wuryaningrat had asked the Dutch East Indies government for permission, but was refused because the naming of the statue contained the word movement in it. The Dutch East Indies government at the time was anticipating all people's activities that contained national movement. After negotiating for a long time, finally, the constructions of this statue was carried out on the land belonging to the Pakubuwono Tent, with the name agreed with the Dutch East Indies government, namely the Tugu Peringatan Kemajuan Rakyat.
Oh, I see. Thank you so much, Ms. Kania, for the answer.
My pleasure, Mr. Ihsan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how was your tour yesterday? Is there any questions, criticism, or suggestions for our tour?
Yeah, well, Ms. Kania, I, as a representative of tourists who take this tour, would like to thank you very much to all of Wanderlust tour and travel crew who have accompanied us for 3 days and 2 nights in the city of Surakarta. And you have explained each tourist destination very informatively and provide excellent and sincere service. There are several criticisms and suggestions that I would like to convey for the Wanderlust tour and travel. The services provided are very good, but some activities do not start according to schedule or are later than scheduled. So the activities are complete later than expected. My advice, it is better for the tour guide to give more time for each activity. For example, if you walk from the hotel at 11 o'clock, it is hoped that a notification will be given at 11:30. So by that 11 o'clock, all will have gathered and just left. So many criticisms and suggestions that I submit based on all of our complaints. Thank you, and hopefully we can meet again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ihsan, for your criticism and suggestions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes, we will arrive at Adi Sumarmo International Airport. Please get off the bus carefully and keep walking to the entrance. Don't forget to make sure that there is nothing left on your personal belongings. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now you can go straight to the CityLink counter by using a self-service check-in machine. Customers checking in baggage should proceed to a self-service baggage drop machine or the baggage drop counter. After checking in and obtaining a boarding pass, you should make your way to a security checkpoint. You can take advantage of duty-free shops once you have passed through security. Please finish any shopping or food and drinks and be at the boarding gate at least 30 minutes before the departure time. Well, I hope everyone enjoys this tour and don't forget to tell your family and friends how beautiful Surakarta is. On behalf of Wanderlust Tour and Travel, I would like to say our apology for your inconvenience. Thank you for choosing us to be part of your very unforgettable tour. Have a nice flight, go home, and goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you, Miss Kania.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. See you on our next video. Bye!